Hello and welcome. I am GameScribe and this is Enter the Gungeon. I've played this for about 20 or so hours before. Haven't beaten it, but I got pretty far in it. And I started over just so y'all could take this adventure with me. This is actually a pretty fun game, but right now we have to do this tutorial. Here to change the past, right? Well, you're not the first, but there's no salvation here. I was like you once, came to change the past, and now I have no future. So we go in here, and this is a tutorial-ish area. Heed my words, and I shall show you how to survive this accursed labyrinth. Alrighty. So you can use those as cover. Oops. You can dodge roll by pressing right click and a direction. You are invulnerable to gunfire during the first half of the dodge roll, but vulnerable again when you hit the ground. This means you can dodge through bullets and other hazards. It requires precise timing. When you give the word, I will open the barrier. Use the dodge roll to reach the right side of the room without perishing. Wait until the last second, then press right click and dodge. And that's how that works. You can also jump over these, which will be useful in the later levels. There's a way to clear the path. These are called blanks. Using one would delete all enemy projectiles in a room and stop enemies from shooting for a short period. They also push nearby enemies away. Great if you need a second to reposition. Blanks refill every floor, so use them when you need to. They can also be found throughout the Gungeon, but I wouldn't rely on that. I'll also get into how certain items appear. Is there a reason? A gun battle with the weakest weapon in the game, the pea shooter. Use the mouse to aim and left click to fire. Reload with R. But first, you'll need something to shoot. One of the Gungeon's natural inhabitants, cruel, savage, and bloodthirsty. Cold-blooded, truly you are ruthless. Next rooms will be real gunfights. Kill all the enemies in each room and the doors will open. The pea shooter is trash, but considering that it's your first gun, you should expect that. I'd honestly rather use my other pistol that I normally get. You made it. You now know the dodge, roll, shoot, and use blanks, but there's more to learn. Give me 1 second. I apologize. I'm gonna have to cut that out. That was just a package being delivered. You need to know how to use items that don't exist in gun form. This medkit, for example, will replenish your hearts. Pick it up by approaching it and hitting the E button. You've got plenty of health right now, so don't use it yet. But when you need to, jam the space button to use it. Also, okay, head on through. You see that thing on the other side? That's a teleporter. Whenever you find one, you can always return there as long as you aren't in combat. To use it, first open the map by holding tab, then click the symbol you wish to warp to. Got it? Alright, let's go. That's how you get over to the other side. Remember, you can warp to any teleporter on the map, not just ones in the same room. but they won't work if you are in combat. If you press E while standing on that portal, you can use it to teleport back to where you were. I'll be waiting a few rooms north of here. You should explore. Try to find a better gun before you challenge the boss. So that looks like it'd be a hidden passageway. I can't go through that door over there. So you can see that the enemies will actually, at least these enemies will actually start to take cover, which is nice. At least they're not totally brain dead. That looks like a crack in the wall. I think you can find cracks in the wall, and that sometimes means that there's a secret room there, but only certain weapons can break them. That's the boss room, and I would like to go get a different gun before I go anyway, because this gun is terrible. And it has really piss poor accuracy, considering that the character I'm using actually has better accuracy than most others. Alright, we got the AK. Except no substitutes, ain't that the truth? So I'm just gonna teleport close to the boss room. And let's go fight our first boss. Are you ready to put all you have learned to the test? Yes, let's do this. Then face me in single combat. Cease fire, cease fire. You bested me, I, the great Manuel. So long have I ruled these halls, only to be undone by the likes of you. The reign of Sir Manuel, master of the Gungeon, ends unceremoniously. You've done it, you beat the entire game. Leave me here to die again. I always thought that was interesting. At least he breaks the fourth wall. Alright, so here we are in the breach, and we can choose between these 4 characters, including the one I'm playing. Each one has their own benefits. I'm actually going to try playing this one first. He's the Marine. He starts out with probably one of the better pistols in the game. Oh. Alright, so we can now enter the Gungeon. He starts with one of the better pistols to start out with, and the first weapons that you always get have unlimited ammo, but by later stages they're kind of useless. He also has the ability... he has an item on him that automatically increases... it increases accuracy with all weapons, which can be useful. Ouch. Well, I didn't lose any health because that took my armor. I accidentally rolled into a barrel there. And every single one of these maps, every single one of these dungeons is randomly generated. Some rooms look alike, but they're not always the same. Like the floors are not always the same, if that makes sense. I can't pick up that health because I have full health already. And I say that this one is probably one of the better pistols because it has, I think, 10 shots to it. I want to say. Yeah, 10 shots. And because he's highly accurate, it allows you to hit more of them. Unlike the others, I think some people have, like, I think the Hunter has 6, and it's a rusty revolver, but it doesn't have good accuracy, but she does start with a crossbow, which can one-shot most of these guys on the first floor. I got a megaphone. I actually haven't picked this up in the last 20 hours, so... And I honestly feel bad for using my key on that, because up here in the corner you can see I have keys and money, the little tiny bullets of money. And normally they say to avoid, normally brown chests and green chests usually aren't worth it either. No threat to me whatsoever. I guess I'll just go back to my pistol so I can save whatever ammo. I don't even know what's special about the megaphone. It might just do the same base damage that my regular pistol does. Alright, I got another key. As I was saying, sometimes by completing rooms, you will get certain items, such as you might get keys, you might get money off enemies, like I just did. But apparently I've read online that you can't get money off enemies if they hit you. So you kind of want to go through a flawless run. Sometimes you can get ammo for a specific gun. You get to choose which weapon it is, though. Those monuments sometimes have special abilities if you do something specifically. Like sometimes, I think there's one that gives you like a, like the game will roll a die 20, and depending on what you get, you'll get a certain ability. Whether it's good or bad is completely random. Sometimes you'll sacrifice a weapon to get health. Sometimes, I think those are the only ones I can remember off the top of my head. All right, here's the boss room. I want to make sure I hit every room, though. I want to make sure I can get all the possible advantages I can. And I got an item. I think it was the orange. Gave me an extra heart. This would be considered a mini-boss. And sometimes certain rooms will have, like, 2 of these people at once. They're pretty easy to beat. And you can, as long as you don't get hit, like I said, they'll normally drop about 8 to 10 bullets or currency in the dungeon. And here we go to fight our first boss. And I hate this boss. Not necessarily because it's hard, but because it has such a long intro sequence. I think I counted and it takes like 20 seconds. Which is pretty annoying. He's pretty common. Alright, we did it. With no damage taken from this boss. Let's see how far we can go. The hammer. And the master round. You get master rounds if you complete the boss fight without taking any damage whatsoever. And they do become good and necessary later on. You can actually fast travel to certain floors, but in order to do that you need master rounds. Alright, that was a mini boss. But because I don't want to waste the hammer, I'm just going to switch to my regular pistol here. Alrighty, flawless victory. So now that you can see the enemies are getting harder. These guys used to take only 3 hits from my main pistol. Now they're taking 4. And like I said, in 20 hours I haven't actually beaten the game. I think I've gotten to the 4th, I think one time the 5th boss. But you have to do it all on 1 life. And normally by the 4th and 5th boss, you're normally running low on ammo for all your good guns. And it usually leaves you in a tight spot. Because some weapons you can actually use to just easily beat most of the bosses. But those are normally the ones that you end up running out of. Alright, I got hit once. Actually, I got hit twice in there, so I lost 1 heart. Ouch. I want to save that weapon for the boss, but unfortunately my mouse is acting up, so I can't use the megaphone to hold the charge. I get a free chest, and it's crap. I would only use it if there's like a fire in your way, but honestly, you're most likely just rolling through it. You're probably better off just rolling through the fire. Alright, there we go. I believe there's about 2 chests on every floor. So... And then there's also these hazards you can see where you can actually kill enemies by making them fall into the pits. I think there's actually an achievement for it that I had. You have to like knock 100 enemies into the pit. Like this is where I've seen people use super soakers, because these guys when they die will leave a fire trail where they die. Right there. And they last for quite a bit. But let me see if I can actually do that, since it's not really any good use. Yeah, you can like use water, and it will actually leave a trail there. And I believe if you have an electric weapon, it can actually electrify the water, damaging enemies that walk into it. I don't have any keys, so I can't use that. Which is a shame, because that's a cell key, so I'll probably have to go find it. Cell keys are found on certain floors when there's a cell, and that cell key can only be used with that cell and nothing else. And they usually are used to release NPCs. I hate these blue ones. There we go, I got 1 more hit out of it. And when this is all over, all your guns that you get will be erased, and you will start back at the breach is what it's called. If you when and if you die, because you are going to die, you are not going to be able to beat this entire game on 1 single run, or unless I highly, highly doubt it. And so you'll start back, and you'll have just your regular pistol, along with whatever your default character starts with. And you'll have to work your way back up. But one advantage you can do is by beating bosses, you will get money. Like, I'll pause here. I have 2 money right here. That money is used to buy upgrades and buy better weapons. And here we have the Gungeon. Honestly, out of all the second level bosses, I think she's probably the easiest. And I'm trying to avoid these green slimes because if you can't already guess, that will poison you if you stay in it long enough. There we go, another masterful level. And here we have the cell key, plus one more extra dollar. This is an ammo canister, so I'm going to actually fill up my hammer, pick up that, and the beehive, and a piece of armor. I think this is the most health I've ever actually had at one time. Max health, anyway. So you open that up, and you'll talk to this woman here. And what she actually does is she actually runs a shop. And this shop can be anything from weapons to active, such as, like right now, if I wanted to, if I press space, I could actually call in ammo kit and actually be able to fill up one of my weapons entirely. However, it does go away. You'll be able to get certain things, like you can buy med kits there, which heal you for, I think, 2 health. I actually haven't found it, because out of all there's hundreds of weapons and items in this game, so the chances of you actually getting what you want and what you need out of a chest is actually extremely rare. Yeah, they take a lot of hits. Oops, I didn't mean to kill him, but hey, it works out, I guess. I actually might pick that up instead. That wasn't active. You can see I still have it in my inventory, but it refills depending on how much damage you deal. We have snipers here. Ouch. There we go. So they're starting to add in more types of enemies, which is both good and bad. Some of them are easy, some of them not. They usually get harder as the game goes on. Oh, he knocked me in. I'm trying to charge up my bullets so I didn't have to waste more. And if you fall in, you don't automatically die, but you will lose half a heart. I hate these guys too. And another interesting bit about this is that levels have environmental hazards. Such as the first few floors, you can actually drop chandeliers on enemies and kill them. Here you can explode dynamite and explode certain rock formations. Normally I get hit in this room. Alright, so I will refill my hammer because unfortunately, or not so unfortunately, it's my best weapon. Another chest I can't open. I was actually contemplating trying to go as the the smuggler. He has the worst starter weapon in the game, but he has the ability to, he has a lockpick, and the lockpick is an item that will give you a 50% chance to actually get the chest open for free without using a key. However, if it fails, you can't open the chest at all. So he's a very risk-oriented person, but sometimes I've actually gotten further with him than almost any other, starter, because he can get a lot of weapons really fast. I'm surprised I'm still alive, to be completely honest. There's a merchant right over there. I'm gonna try and get to him. And I switched over to my pistol, mainly because I don't want to go and waste my all my hammer ammo for the boss. Alright, now we got a key, so if we find a really good chest, I'll try and open it. I don't really want to waste it on a green one, because green chests normally don't give really good stuff. Actually, I'm gonna refill the megaphone. And here we have the shop. Those little bullets I've been collecting, you can actually use them to buy stuff here. So I'm gonna buy 2 hearts, because I at least want to stand a chance against the boss wherever he may be. And here we have the boss. Is there any other... I'm gonna go here since I have the key. I'm gonna assume I'm not gonna get past the next level anyway. I might be able to beat the boss, but I'm gonna get to the next level. So, let's take this. Muscle relax. I don't even know what that does. And it says what certain items do. Greatly increases accuracy. Okay. So my already insane accuracy is pretty much spot on now, which accuracy can be very helpful. And another interesting fact about this game is, like, you actually saw what I had to look up what the item did, because I have no idea what it did. After playing 20 hours, I don't think I have ever gotten that item. Oh, this isn't good. I'm barely doing any damage to this thing. Oh, how did I dodge that? Ouch. This boss is, he can be really easy or really hard depending on what weapons you have. But, your best bet is to try and stay all the way on the other side of the map from him and just shoot him. And stay behind cover if possible, but he can actually destroy the cover. As you can see, these pillars are actually starting to come down one by one. That's not good. I'm empty on that one. And we won. We beat the tank. And we got $3 out of it. And that kind of currency is for the breach. You can't use that currency down here. Alright, so somehow we made it to the 4th floor on the first run. That has not happened to me yet. Normally I have no ammo in all my guns. And... uh-oh. To my knowledge, this guy is impossible to beat. He is the Grim Reaper of sorts, and he cannot be killed at all. You just have to be able to you just have to finish off the fight really quickly in that room. You can't kill him, to my knowledge. I don't want that guy there. This revolver is actually really good. It's a shame it has such a low ammo capacity. Trying to be careful. I really don't want to waste these bullets, at least for this gun, because that's Shade's revolver, I believe is what it's called, is really, really good. Like, you can see it. I can't do anything with that one, unfortunately. I don't know why my guy keeps dodging. I'm not going to waste any more bullets on these guys because they don't really have any chance of hitting me anyway. They look like a cursed enemy, although if I get anything, if I find an item that actually gives you curse, I'll tell you about it then. However, I don't really know much about it myself. I do know they can make a lot of enemies harder, but other than that, I don't really know much. I had to kill the mage because he was buffing everyone. He was making it a pain in the ass to kill anything. I would love some ammo. That would be great. I'm probably going to do this prematurely. I'm going to try and fight the boss. I don't think I've ever gotten past this boss. Mainly because I usually get here and I have no weapons and no items. And no ammo and no health. I don't know how I dodged any of that. I'm gonna go see if bees can kill him. If we do beat him, this will be the first time I actually beat him, and especially it's even more surprising because this like I said, this is a new game. I have no weapons or anything. There's no reason why I should be able to beat this boss now, but not beat him when I had almost all the weapons in the game. Wow, that's insane. Is that a Stinger launcher? Yes, it is. Okay, then. No questions, we just found a rocket launcher. We got this. I'm shocked. Entirely. I was planning on making a series out of this, but it might end today. The Forge, I believe, is the last level. And this is all new to me. I have no idea what to expect from this place. Oh, crap. Okay, I got an armor, a piece of armor. I don't need armor, I need weapons. Oh, crap. Like I said, I have not seen or done anything in this level yet. I haven't seen it. I'm just shocked I got here on at all, especially on my first. I've been playing this game for about 20 hours, and I actually started over and erased all my other save data, and I couldn't beat that boss with the best weapons in the game. Well, apparently what was supposed to be the best weapons in the game. I'm talking about anything from rocket launchers to sniper rifles to laser weapons, and nothing worked. I could not beat anything. I'm about to run out of ammo. Yep, I ran out of ammo. Oh, I got killed by the lowliest creature in the game. Well, that's a shame, but I mean, we lasted for 30 minutes about. And, like I said, I've been playing for 20 hours of apparently some of the best weapons. I'm talking about rocket launchers, laser weapons, freezing weapons, everything. And nothing worked. I could not beat that boss that we just did. So now I'm going to go show you, before I end this video, I'm going to go show you the shop. So basically, you would donate stuff, you donate money, and get stuff down here. So like, say you want a Thompson submachine gun, that was only $1. Oh, you want an RPG? Well, then you can have an RPG. Let's go for a heart bottle. I think that gives you another heart. So that should do it for this video. Next video, I will try to at least match that. I highly doubt it. And then I will show you the smuggler's special ability. Until then, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe below. Or if you don't like this video, just tell me something that you didn't like in the comment section below. And I'll see y'all in the next video.